Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So I've decided that I'm going to finish this in this video, and then I'm going to do the waxing of it, how I do the wax, in another video. Now, a lot of you have asked me to show how to wax pages and whatnot, so I figured I would make it its own video. I do have videos on my channel. I will try to find it. I know I'm horrible at putting links down below, but I will find it, try to remember to find it and post it on here on this video of where I've waxed journal pages. So I will put that up for the time being, but I will be doing a video solely on that for everybody because so many of you ask about it. It's so easy, and that way I can answer a few questions that I've had about it and do it in one fell swoop rather than doing the video, finishing this, and then at the end of the video waxing. So that's kind of where we're at. Okay, so most of you picked the bird. Now, I sprayed the bird, I put gold paint on the bird, I did a lot of things to the bird, but the bird did not want to stand out. So I threw gesso on the bird. It's the Decorative Media gesso in white. So I put that on there because I think that's going to help, because that color just kept coming through even though it was a nice green. It totally, I should have thought about that before I put this on. So before I put this color on. This color is kind of dark for me, not exactly what I want. So I don't know. I'll decide on that in a minute. But so I'm just waiting. This is almost dry. Deco Art stuff dries very fast, and I'm really, really happy with it. I also tried a bit of the Shimmer Mister from Deco Art, and this is what it is. If you could see it, it's in yellow. Shimmer Mister. So I don't know if I'm going to spray a bit of this on there after that gesso. Hopefully it'll make it a little bit brighter. I wanted to do a pink. Might do, because this is yellow. I did my gold. This is my favorite gold in the world as of now. I didn't get gold or any metallics colors from Deco Art. I don't know why I didn't do that, but I will in the next time. But this is Liquitex acrylic heavy body, and it's iridescent bright gold. And you can see I love it. I had to cut it to get it out, so I'm going to have to use the rest of this before it dries. But this is really good stuff. So I'm curious to see what the Deco Art, how that matches up to that. But I don't have that right now, so I can't use it. So this is basically dry, little tacky, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'm going to take some of this iridescent yellow. Now, one thing I wish that Deco Art did, and like I said, I don't really have too much bad to say about this company or the products, but I wish that with the iridescence, with the glitter ones, what are they called? Shimmer. Can you see all that in the bottom? I wish they had a little metal ball or something in there, so I'm going to have to get some to help me mix it, because that does not come up. And when you have the little balls, it does. So I just got some on my hand, and I'm just going to lay it on there like that and touch everything so that lays the base. Now that might look a hell of a lot better. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I'm looking for. Everywhere. I have it everywhere. I am such a mess. That's why I'm a mixed media artist, because I get stuff everywhere. And I'm just going to wipe it. I have this piece of paper here that I'm like wiping up all extra paint. I'm just making this a little thing. I'm going to do that. Nothing really comes up on that. So my hands are a mess. That's a mixed media artist for you. All right, so I'm liking that. So I'm going to lay that right there. That's going to be glued right there. And now I'm going to work on, oh my gosh, it's like exploding everywhere. Let me just wipe that off. Can you see it? It's everywhere. What the heck happened? Okay. Oh well. Oh well, oh well, oh well. Okay. So bear with me with my camera, because doing different videos, I got to move it different ways. So I'm going to do that. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some words, and I'm going to use stamps. So I'm going to pull out a couple of stamps. These are stamps that I experiment with. Let's see. I just saw them. Dream. Yes. Imagine. colors in there. I think that should be good to start. Okay, now I need ink pads. Let me grab an ink pad. Okay. Now I'm just using Archival Ink by Ranger because I do not have any from DecoArt. So that's why I'm using it. And I'm going to take the word dream. And this is black. I want it to be black. I want it to stand out. If it's too black, I can always make it lighter. But I'm just going to stamp the word dream on there. Like that. I'm going to stamp it down here. Doesn't have to be visible everywhere. Just like that. Just adding some texture. You can even take half of it off. That's how I like to do it. Then I'm going to stamp on my extra paper just to get that extra ink off. You can see that these are little foam stamps. It came in a big, you know, plastic thing, and then you cut it off. And I love those. I've used these for years. I love them. I have more sentiments somewhere, but that would mean I have to find them. And then I'm going to take Imagine right here. I don't think about it too much because then it will take me forever to find a place. And then I'm just going to kind of dab, dab, dab. Doesn't really matter. Just to add a little bit more texture. And then, of course, on my paper. Okay. So I got that. I got stuff out here for a project I'm going to do in a little bit, an art journal page. It's everywhere. So I have that. And, wonder if, maybe I'll do, I see this one in here that I like. If I can find it. This is Heart with like swirlies. Not enough ink, or I didn't push hard enough. Nope, must be stamp must be, what do you call it, warped a bit. I use heat with everything, so I'm gonna have to do it this way. Close your ink pad because I'm notorious for doing that and leaving things dry out. And that's a little bit better. Again, just texture. Okay, so we have that. Are you drying yet? A little bit longer for that before we put that on. That'll probably be the last thing. Now I need, let me grab my thing here. Bear with me, bear with me. Let's see if I grab this. It's gonna grab. Okay. Whew. All right, I had to go under the desk for that one. All right, let's see what we're gonna put in her as her jewelry on her neck. Let's see if there's anything here. These are just some odd buttons, you know. Like old buttons. La-da-da, la-da-dee. All right, I made this out of clay. Wonder if that would... it's a rose. I'm not really digging that. I like the silver though. La-da-dee-da-da. Oh, I like that. I like that. I wonder if I have... Ooh. I wonder if that would blend in too much if I glued that on there. Might. Although I could spray. Those DecoArt sprays are really good. They cover really good. But... Let me do that. Oh, poop. Oh my goodness. Hands are not good this week. Kind of digging the white one still. I think I'm going to work with those for that. Now, what else I have? Oh, I better shut this because you know I'll be spilling it everywhere. All right, so I got to cut things off and do things, but I'll do that real quick. Let me cut this off. Use a pair of pliers if you do jewelry. I'm too lazy to get them. Get them. Has a nice metal shank. That's a nice word. But I'm going to take my old scissors here and try to bend it off, but it might not work. I might have to get my pliers because it's really glued on there. I don't know if these are... All right, then. I guess it is. Getting the pliers. Good thing I'm organizing and I know exactly where they are. Okay, let's see. Just cut it. I'm having the worst time with my hands. It's like easy peasy stuff and it's just not coming off. I'm not going to bother my husband because he's downstairs working. Crapola. I hate being crippled. I hate not having strength in my hands. It makes me like tear up and be very sad. So we're going to have to work with this little nubby because it ain't coming off. But I'm going to glue this down first. So I just want to decide if I want that to go that way. See, I'm going to have to do something with that. It's going to bug the shit out of me. If I want this to go this way or this way. I think that way. Let me grab some glue, some glue, some glue. Let me grab some glue. All right. Okay, this is clear gel tacky glue. Let's hope it comes out because it's well loved and used. Cut the tip off. I'm not even going to say anything. I'm going to put the glue. Now, you can use super glue. You can use, what do you call it? White school glue. You know, whatever glue that you have that's going to glue, that's going to dry clear, really. Or even come out of the bottle would be nice. All right, then. You're just going to be that kind of jerk, huh? And I know you guys are all yelling, don't do it on now. See, this is all dried in here. So nothing's going to come out. That's how it dries, like that plasticky stuff, which is really good. It's a nice thing, but that's why glue won't come out. Okay, now it should. I can hear people yelling, don't put it on there, you'll get glue everywhere, because y'all know me too well. All right, this crap ain't even coming out. I don't have the patience today. I really don't. I really don't. Okay, sticking my finger in. And then gonna put it all around here. Oh, my stomach just gurgled a little bit more. Puppet show. Puppet show with the tacky glue that won't come out. Okay. Stick that right there. You can use a glue gun too. It's just patience and me today are not going to work well. So we'll put that on there. Let that dry. Now to figure out this. It's really pissing me off. I mean, it is glued. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's see. It is like super. See that? It's super glued on there. Who the heck did that? Why? Didn't they know that I wanted to use it? I mean, it's not budging. You know, if I didn't want it to budge, it'd budge everywhere. Because that's how that happens, but it ain't going nowhere. So we're going to just have to work with it. What other kind of... All right, so we have that. So I want that next. So let's just work with it. Quit whining, Kelly. Quit whining. That's all I'm doing today, if you ask my husband. All right, so I'm just sticking this on here everywhere, and we're going to see what kind of contact we can get. I'll clean up all that gluey stuff after. That ain't going to work for me, is it? Nope, ain't going to do it. So guess what? You're going in the garbage because I'm not even keeping you playing around. Sorry, Charlie Minarly. Let's do like this. Yeah, that'll work. That will work. I'll put some glitter around it or something, although I'm not digging that. Wait, let me before it dries. See, this is what happens. If things don't work, you just have to reevaluate. That'll be too big. How about... I like mixing metals, but I don't know how this is going to look. Might be... That'll fit in there nice. I think I'm going to do that. See, sometimes things work out, even though they don't work out how you want it to. Boo, boo, boo. All right, so I'm just going to put glue all over the back. I need some more. Going in. Smearing it like rubber cement. Setting it in. And that one's already sticking. This little one, I got to put a little bit more on there though, so I feel comfortable with that. Put that on there. And I can embellish with some, God dang it, I didn't turn my Facebook off. I can embellish with some glitter when I'm done or something, you know, just to give it a little bit of something, something. All right, that is good. Good, good, good. Let me take this out. Stick it in the water. Put the lid on. Wipe the lid off because it'll glue shut. Sing while you do it. Put the lid on. Set it over there. Okay. So that'll be that. Then my other thing I was going to do, which I did on the other one, but I was going to use this here or this here if the bird don't work out. If the bird works out, it's no big deal. But otherwise, I can do that. So hopefully the bird works out. Oh, okay. Good. My girlfriend just texted me. Okay, so gonna let that dry. Okay, so while this finishes drying, I'm gonna take titanium white and I'm gonna work on the wings. So let's see. Move in just a little bit. It's gonna take white, titanium white. Now, I'm looking at these wings and I'm thinking I want to bring them up a little bit more. So I'm just going to put a little bit of paint there. I'm going to take my paintbrush, move my scissors. Yeah, I'm going to kind of go in. I'm going to kind of bring it up like this a little bit more. This is the time, you know, you don't have to follow everything that you drew or did the exact way because it, you know, this paint's wonderful because it really covers well. But, you know, whatever you're using is going to work. And if you have to do a couple coats, then do a couple coats. I'm going to take it up like that. So it's like kind of in the back. Now you're getting a glare. You're not going to be able to see all the texture there, but I will, I'll show you. You can still see it once it's dry, and I can always add more, which maybe we will. Give it a little bit of shape, and then I'm going to do the same thing over here. I don't need as much because it's going off the grid. Now, some people like off-white with the wings. It depends on what you like. Oh, my stomach just growled. You know, it totally depends on what you like. What color? You want to do off-white? You want to do black? It's up to you. I'm just doing white today. Let's see. See how you can see the texture there a little bit? And I'm going to outline it just to give it a little bit more depth. This, let me take a little bit more white here. Just down here to give it a little bit of, cover up that gray a little bit more. I'm definitely going to have to probably add a little bit more texture, but I'm okay with that. Just kind of mush it all in there. Shadows and all are good. Doesn't matter. And then I'm going to kind of go in with my white just a little bit and kind of veg out these so they're not so stark. Not the words. I want dream to stay there. You can water this down a little bit. I'm just going to blend it because I'll add a few more colors to it. I like that white towards it, but you don't have to. I like just kind of blend them out a bit. So you still see them, but all right. So now what I'm going to do, I'll wash your brush off. I'm going to take some of that shimmer again, and I'm going to shake it, and it's the Deco Art Shimmer Yellow. And I'm going to take the lid off. And I'm just going to kind of throw some of this down. You could touch it with the... It's okay if you get it over there. You can go up here and do it up here if you want. I know I'm getting it on her head and face, so I'm going to take my wet brush. And if it doesn't come off, I'm not going to be too upset about it. You know what I mean? I'm just going to kind of water it down for a minute and push it out that way. Rinse my brush again. And it comes right off the face. No harm. No harm. And then you just dry it. Yep, I smeared some charcoal under there. No big deal. Okay. I want that little bit of yellow just to kind of stand out a bit. Now I can do it a little bit more up here. It's kind of, let me see if that helps a little, just a little bit with the coloring. Okay. I'm gonna grab my heat gun and just dry it real quick. And it's okay if it pushes some of it in different directions, you know, so it runs a little bit. It doesn't matter. This stuff dries so fast. So I'm not too upset with it. It's enjoyable to watch my bat wings, my arm fat move when I'm shaking the dryer like this. Too bad you guys didn't get the pleasure of seeing this on video. Some arm fat. Okay. So next I want to do a little bit of glitter. What color glitter am I going to do? I want to outline that word. The words to give it a little bit of something, something. So I want to stick, how about some blue? Yeah, I'm going to do Liquid Pearls in Peacock. Okay. I'll show you it in a second. Without the glare. It's so dark here, we're going to get major hailstorms today. See, Liquid Pearl, Peacock. Is it going to clear up? Is it going to clear up? Liquid Pearls, Peacock. And squirt it out somewhere first so you know. And then I'm just going to kind of very lightly, I'm not going to worry too much about covering the black because that's not my goal here. It's just to kind of make this stick out a bit more. And I can feel some of the yellows wet underneath my... Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Oh, I love it. You guys don't have to hold it up when I do it. Is there another color? I got green. Let's do some green. I love Liquid Pearls, I must say. It's from Ranger. I don't know if they still make them, but I'm going to look for them. They're just really pretty colors. But I've not seen them. I mean, I've had them for a long time. And I don't know if, you know what, I think that Deco Art does make some sort of, I know they make like writers and stuff like that, because I thought I ordered some of the glitter writers, but I must not have. I must have thought I was going to. But I'm going to try them next time because I do a lot of writing. cream. Just that it highlights it a little bit, you know? I like that. You know what I would love to do? I'm not even gonna... I'd love to take some of this color and run it down. Oh, I'm gonna just go for it. I'm just gonna go for it. Just to add a little bit of iridescent. I'm gonna just kind of use my finger. No, it's gonna be too dark. I can smudge it out though. I don't care I'm going over the hands, the arms, because I'm going to be putting something there. And I just smeared the, even though in my head I said, watch that right there. Just going to rub some in to like blend it out a little bit. Add a little bit of shine. But you don't have to. You could use regular glitter and outline it, or use nothing. I just like this look with it hitting that green. I just like it. I like it. I like it. So I'm gonna use it. Okay, and then just kind of push it so it's all over. Then I'm going to take, oh, I see I messed up her eye right there. I got to fix it. That's that charcoal pencil. I love the charcoal pencil, but it could be a pain in the butt because it does smear when you use it. When you put anything wet over, any kind of media over it. And this will all be okay with the wax. It's not going to affect anything. What about some... Well, that's empty. That ain't going to do me. Never mind, is it? Oh, it squirted all over me. That's what she said. That's what she said. I'm just going to add a little bit of glitter around. Not too much. Just so, like, if you look at it from a certain way, you can see a little bit of shine. A little bit down here, too. Throw that away because that's done. Do I have another one? I have lavender lace. Ooh, yeah. Some of the shiny. I just love adding dimension. Now I'm thinking about adding something here. It just adds a little bit of shimmer. Run some down this too. Oh, you know what? I'm going to add this right in the middle. Like a little gemstone. And it also comes in white opal. I have a bunch of them. Silver, pearl, all kinds of different colors. I use those in my art journal later too. Set that right there for now. Now I need to find that I want to put on the bottom. Let's see what we have here. So many cute things. I don't know. Okay, found it. These are from Anna Griffin. I don't know, they're dimensional flowers. Got them in a random act of kindness. Thank you, whoever gave it to me, because I love it. So it's just a matter of which one of these three I'm going to put. That's going to be too dark. That's going to be too... I think that one's the best. I like just kind of... I love having the flower in the hair. I really do. I just don't know. I just don't know. I'm going with, I think I'm going to do this in her hair. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit of green glitter on that just to pull out some of the green. Just to add a little bit of festivity. And then carefully take off the back. And then stick it right there. I can't push it down too far till that's dry, but I'm okay with that. I like that. I might have to darken it up a bit once it's dry. The pink, like the white on it, I might just make it a little bit more. All right, I gotta think about this one. Dark, okay, and the wings. So what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna paint them any more white. I'm gonna like outline them in a sense. I'm thinking even still with the green, of just giving it a tip of, not texture, but like, let's see. I'm like loving green. If green comes out. Kind of like just loosely drawing it on there, just for a little bit of texture. Nothing too fancy. I don't know if I like those lines, so I might pat them down just a little bit. I don't want them to be so. Just a little bit of glue in there. And if you don't have like squeeze glitter, definitely could use white school glue or any kind of glue that you have, and then just put whatever kind of glitter you got and pour it on there. Doesn't have to be glitter glue. I'm just going to smear that on a bit. Yeah. I'm digging on that. I want to put something down here, but I don't know that yet, so I'm going to hold off on that for a momento. And I think, oh, something stuck to my toe. Let me think for a second. Yeah, I want that to dry. I want that to... Okay, so I think I have these little... I can move this now. I'm really got myself jammed in here because I got 5 million things going at once. Of course. Okay, so first I found these. So I really want to... darken out, but I think I'm going to stick with this one. I have to move. I put a few of these down, but I should have thought about that before. They don't stick any other time like this, but now they're going to stick. Now I ripped it. Oh well. All right. Maybe I'll put it in the middle of that. It's very humid here today. Like I said, it's 90 95, 96, and it's dark, and we're supposed to get massive hail and storms. So everything is kind of like crazy here. All right, just stick that, please. All right. So what I'm gonna do, so I have these little flowers, and then I have this. So first, I'm moving flowers out the way. I am going to take Distress ink because I don't want it to be that bright. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what I could do? Maybe I'll, wait, let me think. Maybe I'll do, because that's not perfect. I'm going to take some burnt umber, and I'm just going to put a little bloop there. Same thing I always do. A little bit of water. Get it real thin. And I'm just going to, and this has glitter on this side, so some of it will come out. You know, some of it will look. I just don't want it that bright. But I'm going to, yeah, that's perfect. That's what I want. Just want it like that. I just like to lay something on here, down here, just to add a little bit more interest, you know. I'm going to use my glue that's stuck in here because it's going to go into the garbage after. I could probably heat it to remelt it maybe. Who knows? All right, so I'm just going to throw the glue on here. Or you can use a glue stick, whatever you have. I'm just going to stick that there. Put my brush back in there, my lid on here. Push it down. Now, when we wax everything at the end, it's going to hold everything down. I like to put glue. And it's also going to give it a nice, like, sheen. It's going to just give us this delicious, I don't know, when you look at it, it's, you'll see. You'll see. I'll have everything cleaned up here, though, and for the wax, because I want you guys to see everything. Not that I don't want you to see everything of this, but you know what I'm saying. So I have that. And then I'm going to use a glue stick. I still have to do that test on how to remelt. I need a new glue stick, though, because I use them like crazy. Let's see if this bad boy will work. Yeah. I'm just going to stick these little flowers. This is what they look like. And I'm just going to stick them around. I just like adding it and getting it off my finger, please. Any day now. I just like adding it on. I just take it and swipe it on my glue stick and just stick it. Do it again. Smush it all around the glue stick and put it there. Or it sticks to your finger and it doesn't go there. There you go. Again, the wax, I mean, this is going to tack it down, but the wax is going to hold everything down. So I'm just sticking them everywhere. And you can cut your own out if you want some, you know, a little bit of, add a little pop of color. Just cut it out of a piece of cardstock or magazine or whatever you got. Okay, one more. I'm putting that up here. If it wants to stick, my fingers, I am so sticky today from all the glue. There we go. There we go. And just a little hint for you guys, when you guys are gluing down, no matter what you're using, a glue stick or regular glue, always, like, don't just stick it down and then, like, forget about it in a sense. Like, you want to keep going back as the glue dries, and you kind of want to, you know, because it goes through that phase of it's really wet, and then it starts to get tacky, and you want to just keep going back and pushing down so you get, I always go back and, you know, use my glue stick under, but like I said, we're going to wax, so I'm not really worrying too much about it, but I just don't want to accidentally catch my arm or hand on it and it rip it off. So let's see. I think can't find my stickers that I'm looking for. All right, now I want some, I just saw it, so sorry. Maybe I'll use these so I don't have to hunt. 1 second. 1 second, 1 second. It's so much fun staring at the camera and it's not moving. Okay, I'm gonna use these. These, I love rub-ons. I have so many rub-ons. So I'm gonna use these. I got these in a pack 2, a random act of kindness mail 2. Oops. So let's open them. I love rub-ons. Anybody have rub-ons that you don't want? Send them to Kelly because I love them. Now you can see this is like a tattoo that goes around your arm or your wrist, like a thing, but I'm not going to use it like that. I'm just going to rip or cut, preferably cut because it's not going to let me rip as I knock everything down. I don't care. I'm just randomly cutting in different shapes and sizes. And then I'm going to take this off. And I'm going to lay it down. I think I have to use water. I don't know. We're going to see because me and directions, I don't read them. But I think this will work. Maybe I should read the directions. Oh, it's coming off. What the heck's happening here? I don't want to read the directions in Italian or Spanish or Tahili, whatever that is. Okay. Swahili, I don't know what the heck I said. I don't even know how to pronounce it. All right. Yep. See how that comes up? Just that little, that's all I want. That's all I want. All over. Like I said, it's going to have such dimension when we put the, probably have to leave it sit wet for a little bit. Come on. I probably have to wet it first, maybe. That's because I don't read directions. Just going to put it on here. And then, oh goodness, it's really storming. Lay that there and then wet it there, and then I'm going to leave it there for a second. We'll just leave it. Oh, it'll lift up by itself though. Come on. Wait, do I have to peel the paper off? See, this is what happens. Oh, I didn't peel the paper off. That's why. Because at least on this one I didn't peel the paper off. But guess what? Look, it's all coming off on that. So that's not going to be. Good thing I cut all these pieces. I tell you. Fibro fog is so enjoyable. Let's lay here. Let's wet this. Lift it up. Wet this side. Put it down. I'll wet that a little bit more. I think if you sing like that, it helps do it a little bit better. Okay. I'm just going to leave it there for a few minutes to make contact. Let's see if I can get it working this time. I might want, I'll tell you what, I might want the wings a little thicker. So I think I'm going to use some of the Decorative crackle paste. And I'm just going to put it on and I'm going to just kind of, I want these thicker. Just going to put it in the middle. And if it crackles, that's what I'm hoping. If it doesn't, such is life, but it'll be thicker anyway. Yeah, I like them. I like them a little thicker. That's what she said. All right. Now I have all that left and I don't want to waste it, so I will put it right here to remember so I can use it when I do my art journal page. Hopefully I'll remember. This is so not funny why it's not coming. I wonder if it's just not transferring to this. I'm going to hit it with the heat gun. Maybe it's too slimy. Might not have enough grip. Yes, it's. I think because of the mixed media, it's not gripping because of all this stuff down there. But that's all right. I just want the texture. I don't need for it to be a special. There we go. Just a little bit, but I'm not playing with the rest of these right now because it's really being a pain in my butt. Come on, get off of there. Let's cut in half. See, it's sticky. Come on, it's sticking, but it's not lifting off. But if I lift it with my finger, it comes off. It's very annoying. Okay, guess what? You suck. You suck. I don't want you anymore. Stay away. I'll play with that in my art journal. That's good. We'll be good. We'll be good. Now I just want to take my skin color that I use, my Portrait Light. Okay. Again, use whatever face color that you have or whatever you used in the beginning. You can mix your own as well. And I'm just going to go in here very lightly and touch up. A little bit. Okay. I'll just have to frame that out with my pencil again. Once I'm done, no big deal. Sometimes your arm hits stuff and smears, and that's kind of what life is, isn't it? Life can be smeary. Touch that up. Okay. And just want to see. I think it might be a little too light. Might have to put a little bit of this yellow on that. But that's her, the face so far. Now you can go on, you can put some more paper down, book text, whatever you want. But I'm pretty good with this. See her necklace? I like it. I think it came out good, that necklace. I just want to touch up this a little bit with a little bit of my spray. The spray exploded on me earlier. Let's hope it doesn't now. Yeah, that's what I want. I want it to be a little bit more green, actually. A little bit more green, maybe. But I'm going to put a little bit more of this on here on this side. Let's take some brown on my hand. I'm just kind of run around a little bit. I don't want to take all the brightness away, but I just want it to be a little bit more in the background than that bright yellow, but that's working good. I hope you guys can see like on the camera and stuff, because I don't know how well it's picking up for you. Some things need to be stuck a little bit better. Like I said, the wax will do that. I'll stick there. All right, so the wings will dry. I want a little bit of the green mixed in there though. I'm gonna do a squirt there, squirt there. I'm gonna take a clean finger if I can find one. I mean, look at these hands are horrific. And I'm just gonna kind of go in. And it's crackle, so, you know, I mean, me moving it around like this, I don't know if it's gonna crackle, but I just want that green will come out in a little bit of little sparkle here and there. Okay. One thing that I love to do, and I do it all the time, I may move it down. Is take my gel pen. I'm gonna have to use a marker. I'll have to fix that eye once it's dry, but I like to put little highlight in her eye. I love that. Okay. Let me find my, is this my pen that I used? Yeah, I think so. I just want to reline that. Like that. She got that. I'm not hating. I'm going to take a picture later and I'll put it on. Oh, here's another one of my little squigglies, and I'll put it on Facebook or somewhere of because it looks so much better if I just take a full picture of it. It's hard for you guys to really get. Put another one of those right there. Grabbed another one. And let's see. Okay. So see, we got her there. And then I'm moving it. Wings I'm going to have to, once they're dry, but not no big deal. Now I think what I'm going to do is, you thought you could get rid of me, but you can't. I'll do black marker maybe. Let's see what it does. I'm just going to take black. It could be a Sharpie. It could be paint if you want it. I think I'm going to make this black. I'm using a marker because I want a little bit more control. I'm not worried about it all being so covered, but I want the majority of it black. I don't want it pink now. I decided. That's my opinion. It might not be yours, but I think the black will make that pink insides come out a little bit more. Now you can use a Q-tip in black paint or a brush in black paint, whatever you want. It's just sitting here, I think. Thought I'd use it. Yeah, I like the way that looks better. Okay, just very quickly. Nothing too fancy. Now this dries permanent. It's a Faber-Castell, my favorite. And this is the Artist Big Brush, Pit Brush, right? Big brush, yeah. Okay. I just like that against that pink background. I can always make it darker if I want later, but I might have to turn it around this way just to get this up here a little bit better because it was far away. Yeah, that's what I want. Now this you can maneuver when you're using your Faber-Castells. You can maneuver it until it dries. But you can use anything, your Copic, your, you know, whatever you have. And I think I'm going to take this a little bit. I just want to kind of outline. Nothing major. Just a little bit more definition for me when you're looking at it far away. And this is the water soluble one, but you can use whatever you have. Regular pencil's fine. Just have it sitting here. Okay. Now, if you have real feathers and you want to put, like, make them look like wings and all, that would be fun too. I think she's pretty much done. Everything has to kind of dry, but I think we're good to go. I think we're good to go. Let me take a little bit of this gold here. I'm really scraping. I mean, I'm scraping. I can't get in it. I'm not being friendly. I love when I use a whole tube of paint. I'm going to use this, though, for something. See how, when you love paint, what you do? I just want to touch some of this up over here for where the doily is. I don't know if you guys can see. Don't fall. Don't fall. So I'm just putting some of that on and just kind of very randomly. You can even do it on the sides if you want. Just gives it like a gold, oh, what's it called? Gold leaf kind of thing. That might be too much. I just love that grungy look, but I like that brightness on there. You know what I mean? That's the fun with mixed media for me. Let's see if I can do a little bit on there. Now when it's hanging up, you'll just catch a little bit of that glimmer. I'm going to put a little bit on top there. Just little streaks. That's wet and slimy. Stay there. Right there. All right, I'm not hating it. I'm going to tell you. That's about it. That's about it till we wax. So we got that. Let's start up here. Then I'm going to take a good picture of it. Just look how gorgeous that background is. That's her face. And that's her thing for her chest. Or her neck, rather, chest. Then look at, that's the other half. Look how awesome. Oh, I love her. I'm going to have to take a picture and add it on. I'm in love. So, stay tuned. This is the end of this, but I am going to do a waxing video, like I said, as a how-to. Because I get asked that a lot, and I figured I would do it that way. But thank you so much for joining me and watching me do this. I can't believe you guys sit for 2 hours and watch my videos straight, but I love it, and I'm grateful. And my husband suggested I do something like this every month, where it is like really start to finish, not an art journal page, but a painting or something that you guys want to see, you know, every month, where we could, I would sit and do this. I mean, this is how long it takes me to do it. And you know, it takes quite a few hours to do it, and with the drawing and all that, but I just love it. I think I just love it. Her face, she just got a little attitude in her face, and Just her, I just love it. So stay tuned for, like I said, with probably by the end of the week on how we're gonna wax it, and then she will be finie. And I'm probably gonna sell her. I'm not gonna sell her for a lot. I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be no $60, $70 sale. But you know, if anybody's interested, just let me know. I'm almost done with a couple of my commissions, so I'm really excited about that. And yeah, so thank you for joining me through all this. I am thrilled to death. It came out really, really nice. I'm very excited. I'd like a little bit more glitter on here, but honestly, I'm going to put the wax down and it's going to kind of give it a little used kind of look, you know, like an old look. And so that would probably just be a waste of my time. I can see some of the sparkle in there, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you guys like these start to finish videos. I'm getting a little bit better at doing them and, you know, wanting to make them, you know, in a nice little series. So give me a thumbs up if you guys like this thing. Give me your opinion on what you think of her and the painting and what you would like to see done next. So I love you guys. And as always, be kind to each other. You never know about somebody else is fighting. Thank you guys for all your love and support. And I will see you in another video very, very soon. Bye, guys.